Okay, so Byron Saxton is open to getting back in the ring. And he says, of course, we all hear the famous quote all the time, never say never, right? Which is true. So I will not say never, because the one thing anyone who steps in the ring can tell you is that the bug, that rush that you get from the crowd never leaves you. Are you at peace with not competing? Sure. Are you okay with not competing? Yes. However, there's that little part of you that misses just getting a bunch of someone in the face. So you never know. Just getting a bunch of someone in the face? You what? Sicko Saxton here. Maybe he can have an Evolve match or something. Speaking of sickos, here's this granny who is just hilarious and harassing the wrestlers. No, not harassing them, but this is what I mean. The people who get offended at the roast, it's like, well, if this was an acute granny, you would be like, this is harassment, you know? Like, why aren't you calling this granny out for harassing wrestlers and people, you know? So let's watch this. This is quality content right here, as the person who tweeted it out said. And this made me chuckle for sure. This granny's hilarious.
I thought you'd be cuter in person.
Lady, I will suplex you right now.
It's time to play the game. Can I get your number?
What's that?
Can I get your number?
You have to ask my wife. Oh, Steph, she wants to know if she can have my number.
I guess so.
If your grandson doesn't take care of you, you call me and I'll throw him off the roof. I'll break
I
his legs.
certainly will. Can I take you on a date to the nursing home?
Go on a date with me.
Oh, if it was up to me, it would be my baby daddy.
Really? I don't know if my wife would have something to say about that. Granny's going to have a match with my wife. Uh-oh. We got 2 words for you.
X-Pac.
Your wife said I could take you on a date.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Oh, we're going to have a wild night. Yeah. I heard you're a troublemaker.
Gone there. I heard you a troublemaker. Okay, so Bishop Dyer, the former Baron Corbin, calls WWE out over their treatment towards Bayley at Mania 41. He says, that is my sentiment. I've had a few days to kind of calm down because it made me extremely angry. That's my sentiment. I mean, to do it to Bayley of all people, someone who's been there through COVID, has made lemonade out of dog shit repeatedly, is a model employee. I don't give a shit if she knew the storyline ahead of time. Please do all this, take all these bumps, work your ass off in 2 days before we're going to replace you. And now I know Bayley's going to be fine, but that is a moment, and it is bullshit all the way through. She didn't get to be on WrestleMania. She went down to NXT, elevated talent, does everything you've asked of her. Bayley deserved to be on WrestleMania. It is insane to me that you take that moment away. Right, but she got a Mania moment last year too, no? I guess Becky did. It is, but that whole tag division is just, the whole booking of it was just stupid to begin with. Lyra shouldn't have been in that tag title match to begin with. So The Rock's WrestleMania 41 absence was reportedly met with confusion backstage. This is per Fightful Gossip. Talent backstage at Mania were discussing The Rock's absence and his lack of promotion for the show, with one talent reportedly claiming that we all found it kind of weird. King of weird. Spell check your shit. Kind of weird that he didn't promote the show at all. Yeah, I mean, they never promoted him to be on it, and it is weird, but I don't believe that you guys heard that from anybody. So Shinsuke Nakamura, you guys might not be able to see that, or yes, you will, but Evil's back there with him. Former IWGP heavyweight champion is back there as well. So another Nuge guy. Now, he's obviously, a lot of the talent go to WrestleMania and visit. I saw Momo Watanabe, who just competed in AEW, like sitting in the stands at Mania posting pictures. And I thought that was very compelling. Because I know a lot of Stardom folks were there. Everybody's there from every Fed. It's Mania. They're wrestling fans. But to see her, and she just competed in AEW, that one was really interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? So Saraya, more Saraya here. She says she prefers the Paige character and would rather return as Paige than as Saraya. She says, I would take Paige again. I love that character. I love Paige. I love the music. She was a badass. She's going back, guys, and she's going to be Paige again. It's hilarious. I feel like being Saraya. Saraya was a different character in AEW. It's more of a chicken shit heel, which was fun, but I prefer Paige for sure. And if I was to be Saraya, it would be a Paige version of Saraya. See, everybody justifies in their own head, and these wrestlers are coping too a bit. like Malachi Black. Everybody just pretends they're like, oh, my gimmick over there is just like my fake amnesia gimmick while I was over there. No, Saraya, who I came out and was like, this is the real me and I can be me. And then you're like, no, that character sucks. And yeah, you get paid a lot. And yeah, it was just this character that was same with Malachi Black. Like the paint's gone and he's more clean cut again. And he's like picking up where he left off. And it's like that era of his House of Black shit is just gone or whatever. Like not literally, but you know, the way they just play these characters, it's so funny. It's just so funny to me. You know, no, Paige is really like, I love that character way more. And this character was just kind of a shithead that I did over in that place. But the other one was better, of course. But the money, though. The private planes, though. Bayley says she doesn't know why she's not featured on WWE posters, talk shows, and other promotional material. She says, I'm not sure what else to do. There's no heat backstage or anything like that. I could see Bayley and Monet working a match. I think I said before, I don't see Bayley going anywhere. I don't think I see Bayley going anywhere, but her and Monet are awfully close. And if they could like go do some shit, I could maybe see Bayley doing it if they don't around. And I don't know, because some people it's like, okay, does Bayley move the needle anymore? Right? Like she's a solid hand. We pay her so much. So unless she's willing to like keep the same amount of money or maybe even a bit less at this point, but that's like all businesses work that way. It is shitty, you know? It is shitty, and I'm not saying that's the case. Maybe they'll just give her everything she asked for, but maybe that's not enough for her. And she's like, Mercedes, it might be empty buildings, but like, man, we can just I can go do a pay-per-view there. And, you know, the women's division's pretty cool over there. Maybe, who knows? I wouldn't like it if it happened, but Seth Rollins arrived to the NFL draft and was getting booed by Packers fans. And I think he drafted for the Bears.
Green Bay, Wisconsin! Is that all you got? Come on, you can be louder than that! I know y'all mad because championship gold looks good on the blue and orange. But in all seriousness, Green Bay, we are in the shadow of Lambeau Field. And I love Lambeau Field.
Skirt, skirt.
Because the king of the North, the best quarterback in the NFC North, Caleb Williams, is undefeated at Lambeau Field. And in case
how big of a deal the NFL draft is, like, God damn it. It's incredible.
All aren't familiar with my game, let me remind you, I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins. And
you guys clown Seth a lot, but imagine the Bucks up there with like Okada doing this for the Jaguars. Like, come on.
I'm here to tell you that with the 56th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the greatest franchise in the NFL, the Chicago Bears, select Ozzy Tropillo, tackle from Boston College. Let's burn it down and bear down Chicago.
So is that a good pick, chat? Let me know. Did they get a good pick there with that tackle? So there are plans for Cathy Kelly to become a manager in WWE. Who knows? I mean, she's taking promo classes and she's taking in-ring classes. That's also just like sort of mandatory in WWE. I mean, I know not everybody's done it. Like, I'm sure you could point to a bunch of exceptions, but basically everybody goes through the ringer a little bit just to see, right? Like, can you bump, whatever. Maybe she becomes a manager. I think she's just really good in her role as backstage, whatever. Maybe they're trying to bring other people in and they're going to let her just like wear these thirst trap outfits she wears, and maybe she's going to talk on behalf of some wrestlers who can't talk and shit. I'm okay with that. I'm all about more valets, more managers. You guys know that. But who knows if there's validity to this. However, it just made me think like, wow, Samantha Irvin got out of there at the wrong time, and again, I'm not trying to knock her, but like she wasn't that good because she was showing the pictures. Look, I tried out as a wrestler. So if she tried out to be a wrestler already and went through the ringer like Cathy Kelly's doing now, and they were like, no, you're the ring announcer, then they figured it out for you and she wants to do more. And it's like, well, it's not there. They realize that the stuff you want to do, that you're not ready to do that stuff. So I think that's really telling. Either Samantha Irvin got out of there at the wrong time, or she just wasn't that good she's, has a bit of delusion when it comes to like, and I'm not trying to bury her. So I tweeted this out. This got a lot of traction too. Over 500,000, 600,000 impressions almost. And then 4,000 likes almost. And I quote tweeted this WrestleTix post, and I was like, yeah, Rock was lying. Some people got triggered by this, but basically The Rock said that he was called in to help move tickets, okay? So 40 days out from the show. So there was 33 days from the show at the time that this was posted. However, the last update was a week before that. So 40 days before the Chamber. Their setup was for only 30,400 people, and they already had 26,500 seats open. Someone else pointed out that at this same time, they were opening more seats already. And then they asked, which like you wouldn't do that if you were worried about selling tickets, right? And then some idiots are coming at me. Like, this was in Toronto, guys. You're not going to come at me and they're like, that building holds 60K. It's like, yeah, but you have to understand, this isn't like WrestleMania. You can't just pull up to Toronto. Like, there are states in America with more people than all of Canada. You guys get it? You can't just pull up. Like, apparently WWE they wanted to do the arena, but it was like booked up or whatever. They got double booked or some shit, so they just did the stadium or whatever. The most UFC got in there was like 50,000 plus or whatever. And that was for a huge George St. Pierre, Jake Shields fight. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I just think The Rock is full of shit too. He's acting, bro. He's an actor, okay? And I just think he was full of shit. And again, I love The Rock. I've defended him a bunch. I defended him last year from the Cody Crybabies and shit. But I think he was lying during that little thing with McAfee, and he was just doing damage control like actors do all the time. He just jumped on McAfee show, and then he just saved himself, pulled the curtain back, buried whoever he needed to, stooged everyone. And he's trying to pretend now to David LaGreca like, oh, that was part of the plan too, was for me to do this Pat McAfee interview. Like, shut the fuck up. That's my opinion on that anyways. So watch this spot here. Well, SmackDown's going to pull the shit.
Is he eyeing it? Is there...
We'll leave it small, but the spear through the table. Legend shit. Amazing TLC match. Cooked hard as... So Hang 'em High made a hilarious little edit here. So someone tweets out, someone needs to make a compilation of how many Def Rebel themes start with the wrestler saying something. And then Hang 'em High posted this edit. This is hilarious.
Role model.
All hail the queen.
Zelina Vega. JC Jane.
New Catch Republic!
It's Tiffy time!
All right!
N-A-O.
So Montes Ford used the dude's prosthetic leg during that match to beat the shit out of somebody. Again, just a breakout performance from Montes on SmackDown.
That's all right.
Man, the crowd popped so big for that. I rewound it and watched it like 14 times just so I could analyze like the dude's reaction. How long was he holding the leg up? Like all that shit. It was such a brilliant spot for Montes, just calling shit on the fly. And man, is he phenomenal. Again, people like to make the comparisons like, oh, the better athletes in AEW, it's more athletic. I don't know. Like Will Ospreay Ricochet can't do what Montes can do. I'm sorry. Montes jumped over the post, cleared it, flipped, and like landed with his feet on the barricade. Like, he almost could have landed on the barricade if he really put his mind to it. I bet he could pull it off and land it. Like, I'm not joking. It was insane. He did the diving flip splash through the table. He did the over-the-top blockbuster, like the Doomsday blockbuster or whatever on the outside, and just everybody getting there to catch him at the last possible second. Alex Shelley selling. Alex Shelley, more like Alex Selly. Am I right, guys? But yeah, man, Montes was just on another level, dude. Yeah, they got to just keep pushing that guy. Those dives that he does on Raw and SmackDown, eventually he's only going to break those out at the PLEs and shit, you know? So enjoy him while we got him, because man, oh man. And that HBK gear too is pretty fire. Anyway, Charlotte Flair wants to change up her character as she believes it is not relatable. Oh, you think? I will rule you. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was WWE News. Round of applause for WWE News.